Inter-process communication, IPC, in Python is crucial for efficient multiprocessing. Understanding process isolation ensures secure and effective communication between processes. Key mechanisms include pipes, queues, and shared memory, which facilitate data exchange. Synchronization primitives like locks and semaphores coordinate concurrent operations, while advanced patterns leverage managers and listeners for distributed computing. Mastering these concepts enhances performance and debugging in production environments. Inter-process communication, IPC, is crucial in multiprocessing architectures due to process isolation. Each process operates independently, necessitating efficient communication methods. Core IPC mechanisms include pipes, queues, and shared memory, which facilitate data exchange. Synchronization primitives like locks and semaphores ensure coordinated operations, while advanced patterns like managers and listeners enhance distributed computing strategies. Python processes operate in isolation, each with its own interpreter and memory, unlike threads. This isolation ensures safety but complicates data exchange. The global interpreter lock necessitates multiprocessing for CPU-bound tasks, yet prevents variable sharing. Inter-process communication, IPC mechanisms, solve this by providing structured channels for safe, efficient data exchange, crucial for scalable applications. Each Python process runs independently with its own memory and interpreter. Inter-process communication, IPC mechanisms, like pipes and queues, serve as controlled bridges, allowing data exchange while preserving process safety. Pipes offer bidirectional, stream-based data flow, while shared memory and queues facilitate ordered message passing, ensuring efficient and safe communication between isolated processes. Pipes facilitate direct communication between two processes. Duplex pipes allow bidirectional data flow, ideal for request-response patterns, while simplex pipes support one-way communication. In Python, using multiprocessing pipe, processes can exchange data efficiently. However, pipes are limited to two endpoints, making them unsuitable for scenarios requiring multiple producers or consumers. Pipes are optimal for parent-child communication, low-latency exchanges, and simple request-response setups with messages under 32 megabytes. They're ideal for point-to-point channels, but not for multiple producers or consumers, broadcasting, or complex synchronization. Pipes excel in speed for small messages, but can block on full buffers, so manage message sizes wisely. Queues facilitate many-to-many communication, allowing multiple producers and consumers to exchange data safely. They use internal locks and semaphores for thread and process safety, ideal for producer-consumer patterns. In Python, use the multiprocessing.queue to manage tasks, with producers queuing items and consumers processing them until a sentinel value signals completion. Queue operations are crucial for efficient data exchange. Blocking operations like queue.get wait for items, while non-blocking methods like queue.get-no-wait raise exceptions if conditions aren't met. Monitoring functions like queue.queueSize offer insights but aren't always reliable. Joinable queue enhances coordination by tracking task completion, ensuring all tasks are processed before proceeding. Shared memory offers high-speed data sharing by allowing direct access to memory regions, eliminating serialization overhead. Python's multiprocessing module provides shared C-types for simple data types and manager objects for flexibility. Use value and array for automatic locking, or raw value and raw array for speed with manual synchronization. Ensure data consistency with explicit locks, as shown in the increment shared function. Shared memory types in Python's multiprocessing module include C for char, B for signed char, B for unsigned char, I for signed int, I for unsigned int, F for float, and D for double. Value and array offer automatic locking for single operations, but compound operations need explicit locks. Raw value and raw array require manual locks for enhanced performance. Managers in Python enable sharing complex data structures like lists and dictionaries across processes via proxies. This approach, while flexible, incurs performance costs due to inter-process communication. Using Manager, you can create shared data structures and spawn worker processes to manipulate them, with synchronization handled automatically. Available types include list, dict, namespace, value, array, queue, and lock. Synchronization primitives are essential for managing shared resources and coordinating process actions. Locks ensure mutual exclusion, allowing only one process access at a time. Semaphores manage resource limits, enabling concurrent access. Events signal multiple processes simultaneously, while barriers synchronize them. Conditions provide complex coordination, waiting for specific states before proceeding. Locks ensure mutual exclusion, preventing race conditions in critical sections. Without locks, simultaneous read-modify-write actions lead to data corruption. Using a lock, only one process can increment a shared counter at a time, ensuring data integrity. rlock allows the same process to acquire the lock multiple times, avoiding deadlocks. Semaphores manage resource availability by maintaining a counter. When a process acquires a semaphore, the counter decreases, blocking further access if it hits 0. This is crucial for managing connection pools, rate limiting, and worker pools. For instance, semaphores can limit database connections, control API request rates, and manage parallel task execution efficiently. Events are crucial for coordinating process actions, allowing processes to wait for a signal before proceeding. Unlike locks, events manage timing and flow. Ideal for startup synchronization, shutdown signals, and state change notifications. Processes wait for an event to be set, and a coordinator signals all to start, ensuring synchronized execution. Barriers act as synchronization checkpoints, ensuring all processes reach a certain point before proceeding. In a 3-phase computation, workers load data, process it, and write results, each phase requiring all to synchronize at a barrier. This guarantees orderly execution, crucial for parallel algorithms. Optional action callbacks can log or coordinate tasks when all processes reach the barrier. Condition variables enable complex coordination by combining locks with wait notify mechanisms. They allow processes to wait for conditions to change, facilitating producer-consumer patterns. In our example, producers wait if the buffer is full, while consumers wait if it's empty, ensuring efficient resource management and synchronization. Shared memory excels with 5,100 times speed for large arrays, eliminating copying overhead. Pipes offer 10-20 microsecond latency, ideal for small, low-latency messages. Managers introduce 2 to 5 times latency due to proxy indirection. Shared memory is best for large data, pipes for small messages, queues for task distribution, and managers for complex objects. Always benchmark specific workloads. In a parallel data processing pipeline, data is ingested and distributed using a task queue. Workers process tasks, storing results in a shared dictionary. A monitor aggregates results, ensuring progress tracking. Proper error handling and shutdown coordination are crucial, using events to signal completion and manage process lifecycles effectively. Deadlock prevention requires consistent lock acquisition order and timeouts. Avoid zombie processes by calling join and using try finally. Serialization failures occur with non-pickable objects. Use DIL or redesign. Queue deadlocks need careful max size use and draining. Memory leaks require explicit cleanup. Windows lacks fork. Use if name main. Debugging multiprocessing applications requires strategic logging and robust debugging techniques. Configure separate log files per process to avoid interleaved outputs. Use timeouts to prevent infinite waits and name processes for clarity. Wrap worker functions in try, except blocks to handle exceptions. Utilize tools like Soodle for monitoring and PI-Spy for profiling multiprocess applications. Extend Base Manager to share custom classes like job queue across processes, enabling distributed object patterns with automatic synchronization. Job queue supports priority and statistics tracking. Register job queue with Job Queue Manager, add prioritized jobs, and spawn workers to process them. Monitor job completion and retrieve statistics for insights into task distribution and performance. Protect entry points with if, name, main, to prevent recursive spawning. Use context managers for resource cleanup and set timeouts on blocking operations. Choose inter-process communication mechanisms based on data patterns and implement graceful shutdowns with events. Log extensively with process IDs and profile before optimizing to identify real bottlenecks. Choosing the right inter-process communication strategy is crucial. For task distribution, use queues. For complex objects, consider managers. If sharing simple values, opt for shared memory. Assess data size, access frequency, and process count. Begin with queues and events, optimizing with shared memory if profiling shows bottlenecks. Process isolation in Python's multiprocessing demands explicit inter-process communication mechanisms. Choose based on data and synchronization needs. Shared memory can offer 50-100 times speedup over serialization for large data. Use queues for tasks, pipes for low latency, shared memory for large arrays, and managers for complex objects. Implement timeouts, graceful shutdowns, and extensive logging for robust systems.